What's going on, dividend chasers? It's the Dividend Bloodhound here with another investing episode. In today's episode, we're conducting my monthly free trade portfolio update. If that sounds like something you'd be interested in, then do please hit the like button. Consider subscribing to my channel and ticking the notification bell as well. And stick around after the intro. I'll see you on the flip side. Catch you there. Hey again guys, welcome into the video. Today we are conducting my free trade dividend portfolio update, where I'm going to update you on the comings and goings from my portfolio over the last month. I've had a few dividend payments to let you know about, and I've also had my monthly deposit go in, and I'll let you know what I bought with that deposit money once we get into the app. Firstly, I just want to do a quick shout out to Freetrade for handing over some goodies this month. Very appreciative of these. I had a few stickers arrive as well as a neat pair of socks, all for completely free, because they ran a competition a couple of months ago where they said basically if you want some free stuff, you want some free swag, get your email address in and then we'll select a few winners from that. And thankfully I am one that's actually picked up a couple of mini little prizes there. Always good to receive a little bit of free stuff, especially from the Freetrade platform. Next up is another little bit of housekeeping. So I'm sure some of you guys have already seen that Freetrade Plus is launching this month, and for $9.99 a month extra you can have your ISA managed included in that, and you get access to extra stocks that are normally not available to free users. And then you can also set stop losses and price alerts through the app as well. Now that, I believe, is still under some development, so that's what they're initially offering you. Be interested to see what Freetrade will offer behind the paywall, that $9.99 a month in the future. But for now, that's it. Do let me know what you think of the $9.99 a month charge and Freetrade Plus. Do let me know in the comments what you actually think of it. I'll be interested to hear what your thoughts are. Anyway, without further ado, let's get into the app now and have a quick look at the dividends that I received this month. There is quite a list, so I'm going to take you through, scroll through, and then of course I reinvested all the dividends that I could back into the American stocks to really start that compound growth going. So let's get in there, let's take a look at the dividends I received over the last month. Catch you in there. Hey again guys, welcome into the Freetrade portfolio app. So now we're going to conduct a quick run through of the dividends that I've received this month. So we have 6p from Johnson & Johnson, 73p from Unilever, 34p from Microsoft, 66p from Raytheon, £2.23 from IBM, £3.4p from 3M, 83p from McDonald's, £2.41 from Shell, a small £20 top up there. And as you can see, all those dividends were rounded up and reinvested there in IBM, McDonald's, Raytheon and 3M. And then we had a £2.46 Legal & General dividend, 6p from Qualcomm, 13p from JLN Enviro, really good company there. They're very low debt renewable energy company. £1.53 from BP. Another small reinvested dividend there in Legal & General, 5p from Lockheed Martin, 25p from S&P Dividend Aristocrats, 14p from Commercial Property, £1.34 from Pepsi, 43p from Eurostoxx High Dividends. And then we are into the top up for this month, and I'll catch you up on that in a second. I'll see you back out in the real world and then I'll introduce the next bit there. Catch you there. Hey again guys, welcome back to the real world temporarily. Just to quickly say, though, all those dividends there piling in just nicely, all of those have been reinvested where possible or used for reinvestment in other stocks if I couldn't quite afford a whole share of the company I received dividends in. So moving on to the next part of this video, we are going to have a look at what I bought with my deposit this month. And a little bit of information as to why I did that, and then we'll quickly have a look at my current portfolio balance, what I'm up on, what I'm down on, and yeah, hopefully bring you right up to speed with the current goings on of my Freetrade dividend portfolio. See you back in there. Hey again everybody, welcome back in. So as you can see, on the 1st of October, £124 deposit was made, and with this I bought 2 shares initially in Shell at £9.38 a share, 1 share in GSK at £14.77, 12 shares in Legal & General at £22.94, 10 shares in BP at £22.63, 1 Carnival share to average down that position, so hopefully I can exit, because I really have lost faith in the cruise industry at the moment, and I really just want to average down to get out with a minimum loss and reinvest that money elsewhere. Then the Shell price dropped a little bit, so I thought I'd buy the dip again a little bit more, so that was £9.15. Another 5 shares in BP at £10.96, and another 5 shares in Legal & General at £9.65. And then right up to date we have a Coca-Cola dividend at £2.69 and a Halma dividend at 9p. The Pepsi dividend further back was reinvested, and so was my Coca-Cola dividend. Obviously I've rounded that up a little bit there, but that's what I believe in doing, rounding up and reinvesting. I'll just leave it there for a second and I'll see you back outside in the real world. Hello again. So that was my deposit there, nicely divided up. I know some people will criticise the heavy investment into energy companies there, but I'm really trying to average down that position because I have a lot of faith in energy companies long term. And I've already mentioned about Carnival Cruises, CCL. I'm trying to average down to a point where I can easily get out on a good news story and then reinvest that money elsewhere. I see no dividend coming from Carnival Cruises for a very long time, and this portfolio is about dividend income, so it's about time that I move that money on to an actual stock that does pay me a dividend. Let's now get back into the app and we'll have a look at what my current portfolio value is, how its performance is doing, and how my top stocks within the portfolio are doing as well. Catch you back in there. Great to see you all again, guys. So here we have a total portfolio value of £5,240.19p, currently down £214, and a current portfolio performance of minus 3.72% since March. Let's have a look at my top sectors here. So I'm heavily weighted at the moment towards food and drink. I do need to do something about that. 19% with food and drink, and then it drops 6% down to where finance, industrials and consumer goods are, and then we tail further down into health, teleco, energy and tech, and then onwards from there. I do need to rebalance a little bit because I think I'm slightly too heavy on food and drink, and I will work on that in the coming months. So if we go back over and have a look at the portfolio, we have my major investments. So I'm still heavily down on Boeing at the moment. Do still have faith in them long term, which is what it's about, but again I'm lacking a dividend from them, so I'm looking potentially to get out when I can, when I've made a decent return on them, though I'm not rushing to sell because I know Boeing are going to do good in the long term. But having said about CCL not paying a dividend, I really want to get every stock in this portfolio paying a dividend, so I'm looking at Boeing very carefully for the future. I'm currentely down 32% on them though across the 4 shares. As my biggest position, I'll show you just there, I'm down £239. Bit of a sore subject. Same with AT&T really, but at least these are paying a very healthy, well covered dividend at the moment. So I'm down 16%, current value is 491, and that again is £98 down for me at the moment. However, significant dividends now being earned from this company, and I'm looking to add to that. Next is Visa, 2.6 shares, currently 3 and a bit % up, weighing in at £413, sorry. And 3M, 3.18 shares with that reinvested dividend recently, sitting just at where I bought it really, just a smidge up at £400. my position, £2.63 up. Coca-Cola is next. Recovered well, to be fair now, only 3.5% shy of where I bought in at, only the £14 down for 10.1 shares. AbbVie has suffered a bit of a fall from grace. They were well clear of 10% up and have now fell back to only 0.8%. £342 on my position, £2.80 up at the moment. And then we're getting towards IBM, 7.4% down, £295 for 3.1 shares. Shell, my biggest UK contingent in this portfolio at the moment. I am working on this. I'm investing back towards UK stocks at the moment. Quite heavily down on these guys, working to average down, £144 down against 28 shares. The dividend is still being paid, albeit reduced, and my average share price is £14.60. Looking to get that down towards £13 and £12 in the longer term, and I'm going to keep working on this because I have a lot of faith in Shell over the long term. Next is Pepsi. Had good results just recently, beating on revenue and EPS, so they are sitting just the 84p up for my 2 shares. Reinvested their dividend recently too. Then we've got McDonald's, bounced back very, very nicely over the last couple of months with the restaurants opening again during the pandemic, but getting clearance to open again. So currently 15% up on them, or £24. Legal and General, a great insurance company, really on my radar now. I'm looking forward to adding to this company month in, month out. Currently £11.67 down. Not really fussed at that, just means I can push more shares, buy more shares at a cheaper price. Really looking to add and make this a significant, if not one of the largest positions in my portfolio. Then followed by 3 UK stocks on the bounce. GSK, 11 shares, 8.8% down at £156. Unilever, 3 shares, 8.8% up, doing really well at the moment because people are having to use their cleaning products heavily due to the pandemic. BP, still suffering from the global oil crisis, 65 shares, 36% down on that one for £141. And I'll show you just there, £81 down currently, but still paying a dividend, so that is getting eaten up a little bit at a time. Raytheon, 3 shares in that at £140. Currently, well, I'm not £89 up because there's a glitch in the system for this one because Freetrade didn't quite understand the merger properly. The app didn't quite understand the merger properly, so every bit of money that I add seems to boost it up. But I am a little bit up based on what I bought originally, but certainly not 176% up. And then we're into Caterpillar. Caterpillar recently acquired Weir Oil, or a significant chunk of that company. That's caused a little spike in the share price. Cat using its cash flow well to acquire an oil company at all-time low prices due to oil companies being very, very undervalued right now. Then we've got Diageo at 5 shares, £135, 3% up. National Grid, 8% up, £111. Sage, 14 shares for £100, down 2.8%. Carnival, down 29%. I've already told you the plan with this one. Average down to an extent where I can offload. Maybe I need between 10 and 15 shares for this. Get to £12 a share, because as we can see, a good news story will spike it up there. That's what I'm relying on. And then when we get to this sort of level, I can ditch and reinvest the money. Starbucks, 11% up, benefiting much the same as McDonald's. Then we're down into a couple of ETFs here, FTSE 250 and FTSE 100. Largely the same, 3% down on one and 1% up on the other. Commercial property reinstated its dividends recently, still heavily down on it though. And then we're down to some of the smaller positions. S&P Dividend Aristocrat, recently received a dividend from them. Pennon Group, down 2%. Eurostock Dividend, recently got a dividend from them, down 13%. Halma, great company, looking to build a considerable position in them when I can. Qualcomm up 44%. I do genuinely wish I'd put more money into them when they were at their lows. Then the last few stocks we have here, Tate and Lyle down 3.5%. HSBC, some UK banks are looking to return dividends soon. HSBC is not one of them at the moment, so it's still a good time to buy in at very low prices. And at the very bottom here, we've got Johnson & Johnson down 5%. JLN Enviro pretty much as was, and then Lockheed Martin down 6%. That brings us to an end of this portfolio review. Now you know where my portfolio is at. If you do have any questions, do please drop them in the comments section, and I'll see you back out in the real world. See you in a second. Hey again guys, welcome back to the real world. That concludes my portfolio review right there. Hopefully I've swept you up to date on the comings and goings and everything that's been going on in my Freetrade dividend portfolio for the moment, for this month. And hopefully I'll catch you in a month's time for yet another update. If you have enjoyed this video, do please don't be scared of hitting the like button. That would be absolutely fantastic. And if you're brand new to the channel, I would really appreciate it if you could subscribe and tick the notification bell. That would be absolutely fantastic. That all being said, I hope I can see you in my next investing episode. Catch you later.